Mic check, mic check. Good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Somebody give me a thumbs up in the chat. Let me know everything sounds okay. Somebody. Get some more light over here. There we go. How's everyone doing? What is up? There we go. You see a thumbs up in the chat there. How's everyone doing this morning? Happy, what is it? Wednesday. Wow. These Monday holidays always throw me off so bad. What's up, Options Grower? I see you in the chat. Good morning, everyone. Boom, boom, boom. How's everyone doing? 1 minute till the open. I like this guy. I like this guy. Or I like this guy. Whiskey Wednesday. Good morning, Mark. All right, guys. I have a Mac. I bought a Mac, Mac Mini or whatever. I haven't used a Mac in a long time, long time, like 10 years. So bear with me. Yeah, bear with me as I try to figure this out. But hey, the quality should be better. Everything should be much better. Let me get the rest of my windows open. Let me get set up here. We're flat-ish, down to flat. Where's my other? All right. Let's see. What do we have? What's in play? Straight up, what's in play? Let me make my screen bigger for you guys. Morning, chat. I see you in the chat. What's everybody watching today? Let's see. Let's go with this view right here. Take a look around real fast. Apple green, Tesla slightly green, Google, Nvidia. Tesla's getting a big bump here. Meta down again, about 1.5%. Amazon a little bit red. Microsoft slightly red. Pretty flat open here. Let's go over to QQQ. I have this line marked. I don't know if anyone knows how to zoom on Mac, like make the windows zoom in. Please let me know. I even Googled it. I could not figure it out. I do like how this mouse, I can scroll all over the place on this mouse right here. I've got to figure out how to zoom in real fast on this guy so you guys can see. I have a line right here. I don't know if you really can see this line, but this is the previous all-time high on QQQ. That's going to be a big watching spot for me today. We'll get this first 5-minute candle out of the way, and then we'll see what happens. Command plus. All right, so I have a problem. I have like whatever keyboard here, and I don't know. Command plus is not getting the job done. Whoa. All right, well, either way, I'll try to figure out how to make this bigger, but as we look here, this first 5-minute candle, we'll get it set up, and then we'll see where we're at as far as everything's going. It looks like 130-ish and 262 on either side of the book map this morning. We'll see. We'll check out previous days' highs and lows. Let me hide the IB. We don't need that right now. And look, this is all your value from yesterday. All this right here, and we're sitting right kind of above it, coming into it a little bit. Same thing over here. All this area where we chopped forever yesterday, we're sitting on top of it now. So I want to kind of see how we react around that area. I think that's obviously going to be important. And we'll see what's going on. What are you guys watching? Tesla is getting an absolute ripper here off the open. Oh, there it goes. Hey, is that a little bit better? Hopefully that's a little bit better. Did it do it for all? Okay, here we go. Y'all bear with me as I figure out this this whole Mac world. We do have a gap to the upside, by the way. It's a pretty small gap. That's going to be a decent. This is going to be decent odds to fill this. Let's go ahead and take a look. 0.13 is the size of our gap. Sub report. No, right here. Sub report size. Gap down. 90% chance. So we need to play something to the upside here to fill that gap. This gap right here should fill. We need to play upside right now. I think we're late to it. Yeah, first thing I see is this right here where this gap is. If I zoom in a little bit more, it's on a 5-minute right now because I only have one candle. This gap should fill. That should have been a hammer long pretty much on this opening wick. I'm too late to it now, but 90% chance that you touch this. That's I don't know what you guys think about 90% chance odds, but that's good odds. All right. We do have FOMC minutes today. I don't know how exciting that should be. We have a 90% chance that we go up another $1 or so on QQQ to fill the gap. All right, chat, what are you guys watching? At least let this opening. I'm too late to this right here. I should have found a way to get long like down here, because 90% odds, like that's something I want to play in my favor every single time. That's probably going to put us right around this area, 240s. And VWAP, yeah, that should have been a buy down here in 180s. Let's see. Yeah, 180, 183, it should have been a buy. A little bit of drawdown, no problem. The question is, we faded off of this. I don't know, we'll get this first 15 minutes kind of going, and we'll take a look around. Let's see what's kind of going around. Let's see what SPY has a big gap. SPY has a really big gap. Guys, if you see me just struggling. All right, first, okay, here, let me hit some questions. I just scrolled down in the chat here. There we go. Okay. First question I want to hit on is this, because I'm on the screen right now. Where are you seeing this 90% chance on Edgeful? I'm seeing 59. So go to gap fill by size. So right here, this is by size. So I want to know, okay, based on the size of that gap, what are the odds that we fill it? And when you gap down, this is gap down right here on this side. When you gap down, hold on. Somebody who hit me up in the chat there that, okay, here we go. Now we're zoomed in. Now we're bigger. Right here, gap down, 90% chance that we fill that gap down. SPY's is not near as good, but 90% chance we fill this gap up here. So I want to look for longs. I really want to start looking for longs right down here. Let's see if we get another wick down. If we come down into this 180 again. I want to start getting long. All right. So we're looking for this area up here. I'm getting long a little bit here. I'm gonna long from 180s down to like 160 scale in. I'm already long 185. So a little early trade this morning. Nothing too crazy, but we're looking for something like this. All right, let me hit a couple more of these chat. Sorry, I had to get positioned here a little bit. Like I said, I will add a little bit more down here. I just took a starter right there, though, around that 185. 180, I'll add some more. 175. Really, 162 probably looks the best. A little reverse scaling on the plate for me. I'm still scaling into longer here. Ooh, Rivian. All right, Sean. Yeah, sorry, just catching up here with some different things. Rivian, don't they have earnings tomorrow, I believe? Yes. Hold on, let's make Chrome even faster. All right, I'm gonna take a little ad here. 176. All right, let me get signed in here. Yeah, there's Rivian right there. Thursday. Tomorrow. Okay. All right, so tomorrow we've got some earnings for Rivian. I definitely want to check on. Where is Rivian? Every time Rivian touches that 13, Sean, it just rips. All right, I am decently long. I've lowered my average a little bit on this last wick. Where am I sitting at? About 183. Right there is my average now. What is the pivot point? 215. So we definitely want to trim probably 200, 215, 225, and there we go. Rip it. Let's go. Let's rip. Let's rip. Come on, gap fill. Ooh, Pan W. Good name here, by the way, Pan W. Sorry, this opening, you guys know how the opening is. It's a little bit wild. I'll start getting more into the chat and stuff between trying to trade. I'm not a big open, trade the open type of guy, but definitely when I see a high probability like that for a gap fill, I definitely want a piece of that action. Pan W, cybersecurity has been absolutely on fire lately. Pan W and CrowdStrike both. I actually really like. I think Pan W made a new all-time high yesterday when I was looking at it. Beautiful. Mehmet, what do you got? 185 was the golden fib from yesterday's move. Okay, from the back half of yesterday, that 185. Which, if you look, we're actually kind of holding that pretty well. 185 right in this area. I like that. Okay, a little confluence there. There we go. Okay, now we're all seeing it. Perfect. Cool, guys. Let me know what else you guys are watching, or do you have any questions? Edgeful, Tesla. Tesla's absolutely ripping right now, up 2%. Oh, Meta's down at 700. I wonder if it bounces there. Broadcom coming down. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. Alright, SPY holding in. SPY, this is previous all-time high. I want to go touch this at least. I would love to fill this gap. What was SPY? Oh, I was gonna take a look at this. What does SPY look like on the gap? .21 on SPY's gap, which is right here, gap down, that's 75%. So we have two very strong odds. Two bullish. We want to be bullish. We want to be long. I'm going to be long. Just make it a little bit easier to see, guys. I have no idea. Microsoft pushing up now. NVIDIA came down. Let's see if it holds in this one. NVIDIA's kind of no man's land, if I'm being completely fair. Tesla is absolutely screaming to the upside. Check out Tesla, guys. Boom. Look at that. Boom, Tesla. What's up? This is where I want to hold this area right here. Whoa, we're coming down a little bit hard here. I didn't stop out yet. I'm gonna look for this move now. I'm gonna take one last ad here. On yesterday's orb low here. 170 was a very key spot yesterday. All right, I'm a little bit underwater here. I just took a third ad. I don't know, everyone trades like this, adding in. Some people would stop out, try to get back in. I went in very slow, averaging in very slow on this to give myself the room. But I want to be long, and I didn't want to miss out on the move, but also I don't want to go crazy heavy right here whenever obviously you see some price action moving downward. I was adding a lot down there into 160, 165. I'm going to get ready to trim those back out at 185 to manage risk. Yeah. Trim out some into this this area right here, 180. Oh, where'd my average move down to? Hold on. 176 average. All right, I'm looking for a powerful move up now. This is yesterday's like point of control. There we go. All right, so those ads I was taking, as I said, I was adding coming down. Those ads, I'm gonna pull those back off in profit here. So what that's done? Essentially, I've de-risked the trade a little bit, and it's lowered my cost basis. Catching knives, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, boom. Oh, man. Oh, me. Oh me, oh my. What's up, my friend? Glad you're back. Glad you're back. Let me know what you're seeing. Oh, that's not the camera view I wanted. I want this one. There we go. All right. This right here is going to be a major trim spot. 190. We'll front run at 198 in front of the 21 EMA and the 200 psychological hold number. I've got 3 or 4 orders sitting right here to get this back under I don't say back under control, but lock in some profit. It's going to be about 25, 23 points, we'll call it. Remember how strong that stat was. Remember how strong that stat was. Oh yeah, I'm long, baby. Long and strong. Somebody play the choo-choo train. I'm long and strong. This is pretty cool. I know I'm moving this around a bunch on you, but I got this brand new mouse, this Apple Magic Mouse or whatever, where the charging thing sucks. Why is the charger on the bottom of this mouse? Dumbest thing I think I've ever seen, but the mouse itself is pretty legit. I don't know, some of you Mac users are like, look at this noob. I've been all Windows for years, and I still have 2 Dell laptops sitting here on my desk that I have both hooked up actually right now. But the Mac should handle the streaming some of the stuff a lot better. We'll see. Don't reject that 9. That's why we de-risk a little bit. Come on, buyer, step in. If not, 130 is going to be my next level of interest if we don't hold right here. I'll try another dip buy down there. What time is it? 4 minutes until our 30-minute orb is set. 15 minute. That's not a bad bottom wick on the 15 minutes so far. What's SPY doing? SPY is hanging strong. This is the level I'll also long off of SPY, this NFP level down here, if we come down there. The gap fill is previous day high, by the way. That's interesting. QQQ. We're smack in the middle of yesterday. So the only like real thing, I don't like trading in the middle, right? But we have this value, all this value right here. I mean, look at this level right here. So you see like all these bottom wicks and stuff. And that's basically where we came down to today. Give it a little bit of room for volatility, but looking for this push up because I want to test this all-time high again, and I want this gap to fill. Tesla's up 3% now. All right, so we all agree that the mouse is cool technology with a terrible charging design. Like absolutely, it would be cool if they would have put like a, I don't know, something like the Apple Watch to charge this thing, or you just like sit it on a wireless thing. That would have been cool. Plus, I'm used to one of these, like that's the type of mouse I really like to use. The little like ergonomic, like handshake, whatever, correct hand positioning mouse, just because it navigates so much better with that thing. But the touch stuff on this Apple one's pretty cool. I can slide left or right on top of the mouse. This is gonna be fun as I figure this out. Oh, what are we doing? Still fighting here right into the orb here. Don't necessarily want to add again. I guess I could add a little. I don't know, not the the ideal scenario. Nvidia is sitting at the lows. Let's see what else is going on over here. Tesla, like I said, was ripping. Google's green. Costco is green. Apple is green. Apple has a product announcement today, actually, by the way. Oh, this is going to come take my stop and then go up. I just have a feeling here. Fighting an uphill battle a little bit here. I'm hoping that we just consolidate here and break. SPY still looks good. I mean, technically, SPY still looks good to me. What is struggling? Is it Meta? Meta should consolidate at 700. Ooh, Amazon's struggling a bit. That's not helping us. Oh, Microsoft looks good. It looks like we're about to push. Look at SPY. See if we push right here. Watch. Anybody take any trades? What are you guys in? SPY looks good. Let me show you guys this 5-minute on SPY. Look at this. You have a downtrend here that it's trying to break. And look at this crazy consolidation. 609. I think this holds. Tesla new high of day. Looks like it wants to push lower. Oh. Ooh. That's gonna take me out here. What did we come down to? I did get stopped out. Oh, don't make me buy right back in. Well, I got stopped out of this one. But I'm looking to buy right back in. See what happens with this 130. I don't want to sit through 20 more points of drawdown. Ooh. Have feedback on my mic? I'm still looking for longs. We're about to test this 130. I'm going to start adding it. I'm going to start trying it again. 130 down to 120, 115. Ooh, that 111. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. Try it again. Scalping? I don't know if I scalp. I directionally trade. I don't like that we broke org low in the first. I just don't want to. I want to play to the upside for that cap fill. At least this all-time high. Do we have any news or anything going on? I haven't heard anything on the squawker all morning. Oh, no news. Oh. Well, I sure thought this candle was gonna go. There's the 130. All right. Ooh, Nvidia's getting smoked. I hope these aren't sell stops. They're gonna get me with 2 losses to start the day. Alright, that add at 130. Let's see. Added a little bit there. That made me 36. Tech is extra weak today. Max 7, pretty weak. Meta, CrowdStrike, Broadcom, Nvidia, Amazon all just broke to new lows. SPY is hanging in here though. See, I have the fib level and S1 support down here, so probably could have waited for that to then started getting long here, but I saw those bookmap orders at 130 that we were waiting on this all morning. So that's kind of why I was starting in this area. Like the long at 112. Yeah, I mean, so this 111.50 is your S1. It could even go through that down to 100. There's a ton of orders sitting down at 100. I mean, if it gets down there, it gets really overextended and your rubber band effect comes into play a lot better too. This is a pretty ugly open. We're getting pretty oversold. There's, you know, these 15-minute candles. Previous day's low. If we break this though, if we break previous day's low, that's gonna definitely change my bias. A lot of selling right now, which is interesting. Microsoft's coming down hard. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this actually. I'm not a fan of this long, like some kind of bounce action to try to get out of some of this. Add a little bit, try to bounce to 150 and get out of some. So what is our orb low? 154? Yeah. So I expect that to backtest at least here. Alright, Nvidia is engulfing that candle, thankfully. SPY, crazy volume here on SPY. You don't see it on this, but I see it over here. Oh, the tape doesn't look great. Maybe I should long ES instead. Looking for some confluence here. Let's go back to what's in play. Also, see if I can get a bounce to orb low and get out of some. When was it? 154. Oh, I'm going to trim 149, 153. Broke the downside here. We're still getting that IB and opening candle. This, to me, like, I still want to have this bullish bias based on this, but previous day's range. So what does SPY look like? Nothing really too appealing right now. I do think we could try to get up here and get about 10 points, get out of some of this. Maybe you get the MA9, 20 points or so, 24 points from average. There, that's the spot right there. If you're looking to short, I mean, there's your back test. Honestly, I don't hate the, that's tough. This whole thing is tough. Well, at least give me orb low so I can get a trim here and get back back close to green. There we go. Okay. A little bit further. I did get one trim there. There it is. Alright, there's about 20 points. Now we're doing well. Come on. Push a little bit higher. Get back to that orb. If you're looking to short, I don't blame you if you wanted to try it here. Yeah, if you're wanting to try short, this is... I'm only gonna risk to this last low here now. I took a pretty hefty trim there just to lock in some profit. There's a decent amount of buying. I just saw an 89 lot buy at 150. Where was I even long earlier from? Right here. My average I brought down to here. Yeah, that wasn't a fun loss this morning. Let's see if we can make it back on this trade. Just for the psychology aspect, I'm not trying to make it back on a trade. I'm trying to take another good trade in the direction that I want it to go. However, we're fighting against the grain a little bit here. SPY just looks so much stronger. If maybe SPY can pull us a little bit harder to the upside. 10 minutes till that IB forms. Look at this. Right off the 9 and the orb low. NVIDIA's turned around a little bit though. This looks decent on NVIDIA. Look at Tesla, not a red candle in sight. We need some of these other names to pick it up. That Microsoft's being a little not fun. These Mag 7 names are struggling. NVIDIA looks good though. Meta's not going to help any. It's not going to do us any favors. You go up for 18 days in a row. This is starting to look bear flaggy, right? Starting to look a little bear flaggy. The only thing I would have done different, I probably would have long ES instead. Come on, Bulls. No, it's not looking good. Wants that 110, 100 probably. See if they save it. I'm right at break even on the rest of this. I mean, I could just go original risk down to here. I don't want to risk down to here and then turn around and long off of here. To me, that just doesn't make sense. Could just do my original risk down under 100. I don't know. Tough spot here. Amazon new low. We need some strength here. My mic is. Hold on. What if I do? How does this sound? Does this sound better on the mic? Just switch to the AirPods. So we're doing AirPods in the mic. That's fine. Appreciate the heads up on that, Omi. This looks like it wants to come lower. These upper wicks, still a lot of selling pressure. This candle couldn't get going. Top, I see a lot of buying. What map showing decent amount of selling, but I saw a decent amount of buying here at this at the 130s. So we'll see if it plays out. 6 minutes until that IB could be rough. We may even get the situation where it it does something like breaks the IB here. Like it could hit here, come down here, and still do that. But if we could just get back up here to 170, I would feel way, way better on this trade. The AirPods sound clear? I mean, I don't even know if I need to use a mic if the AirPods sound good. Five minutes, we can take a little bit deeper look at some of the data and see what else we have. The opening candle, this is going to be bearish. Oh, here we go. Well, let's get a push back up here somewhere. Midpoint of our orb's 188. Interesting, I like that. Why they're still trying to sell this thing. Tesla's calming down now too. We need something to turn the corner. Otherwise, we are going to go see lower. SPY is trying hard. Dude, look at the divergence. Look at this versus SPY right now. I mean, something in the broader market's doing well. Industrial. Energy. Banks aren't doing too bad. Tech is getting hit pretty hard. Got all this red out here. Oof. Everything's down 2%. All these names, that's wild. That's exhaustion. A lot of these names, PLTR, DraftKings had a crazy run. Hood's not even down that bad. Oracle, Adobe, ARM, Stop. Oh, need a pop. Need a pop. There we go, NVIDIA. Come on, NVIDIA. NVIDIA's gonna try to save the day. Look at what NVIDIA's doing. That is a nice reversal candle on NVIDIA. This whole area concerns me, though. Oh, wow, if I move them out, what is that? It didn't show on y'all's screen. On my screen, I move the mouse like this, it gets really big. Oh. Come on, push. Gotta make some money today. Nvidia's flying. Microsoft got rejected hard though. At least give me that 21 EMA. I'll be back basically green on the day if that happens. All right, here we go. Come on. Here we go. All right, I took a trim there, 165. Come on, give me that 21. 21, 21, 21. Where's VWAP even at? 200? Whoa, there we go. Let's go. Boom. I got a bunch of trims filled on that one, all the way up to the midpoint of the orbit, 88. Boom! Now we're green. What a candle. Y'all seeing this? Look in the video, new high of day. Boom! That first loss was rough, but that made up for it. All right, we're definitely going break even stop now. We got the first hour. We haven't broke either side of the IB. We do have bearish opening candle. We have bullish on the gap fill. We are pretty far away from the gap fill, but I still like the odds. No outside day. Previous day's range, we haven't touched either. I hit previous all-time high. Didn't fill the gap yet. IB breakout on SPY. That's a bullish. That's a positive. Bullish, bullish, one bearish. Have you guys seen the screener yet, by the way? All right, let me take off things that I don't care about and just put these on here. So futures, gap fill, bullish bias on everything. This is ES, NQ, RTY, and YM. ES, we have a double break on ES. We don't, let's see, just to break down, RTY and YM are hanging in there tough. They broke on the upside. Okay, so 3 of 4, tech is weaker. Obviously we see tech is weaker. The other 3 all broke orb, 15-minute orb to the upside. Bullish and bullish on 2 of the 4 indices here. Opening candle is bearish, we know that. Okay. So we don't have like a super strong. Remember the midpoint of the orb I keep telling you guys about? That I had added on here? What a beautiful spot there. I did set another trim here at VWAP, and what is this, 215? That's pivot point, so I've trimmed there. 221. I don't want to trim here and here, so trim, pretty much full. I have this as full target. This means like I will be at just runners only. First time you touched, I mean, not the first time we touched the 21, but rejection on the 21. May have to reject here and pick up some more buyers down the 150s. We'll see. That was a nice move on pretty much everything. Could have been long ES. What is this right here? 243, maybe? If we get that far, if I have any runners left. Tech looks so suspect, but the rest of everything looks good. What are your thoughts on snow? We gotta go to the daily chart for snow. Actually, probably need to look at the weekly. Where's my snow? It's right here. So, I mean, no, I think is just based on my opinion, long term, I think it's something you want to own. Grading wise, it's been tough. I mean, this was tough. I have some of these. Hold on. Let's remove 4 drawings. And this is the spot it's got to get over. Yeah. 200, it's got to get back. It probably does go back to 200. Boy, that is just. Snow for me is like long-term. Something I want to be long-term bullish on. Well, it disappoint again. I mean, that's the $1 million question, right? I mean, this weekly. You go to the weekly looks pretty good. I mean, this is look at this base. Look where it came down to. You see this volume point of control, biggest volume shelf we have. When it pushed through it, back tested and held. Right at a 200-week moving average. We just now got that because it's, such a recent company. But, I mean, looks very constructive. I mean, momentum's in your side. Software, I mean, a lot of people think this is the year of software. I think snow looks pretty good, actually. You definitely want to hold like right here, and it is maybe a tough buy, but you're in an uptrend. I don't know. I think maybe you get a dip with the market, you buy it down in here somewhere. 20-day, 50-day. And that's just a grind up at this point, which is good for snow. Obviously not having a great day today, but we're not worried about one day. To me, that's a name just based on what I've learned from people way smarter than me in the software space. Oh, we held or below beautifully here. Right there. Probably could have added back in on or below right there at 154, 155, whatever that is. Yeah, snow is a tough one though. I don't know that I like am in love with it. Here's the question there from Dreamweaver. I think snow. I mean, if it's the year of software, go look. If you know my friend Shy put out a really nice post on snow that I was reading last night actually, or this morning. Maybe it was this morning. What was the news there? Trump? Trump eyes a bigger and better trade deal with China. That's what popped us, really? Just we're eyeing a trade deal? Yeah, Shy is a great one. Great mind, very, very well researched, smart guy. Does a lot of deep dives into a lot of those names. So anybody like that puts a lot of time into their research, like I definitely lean on people like that. So, we can't be everywhere, right? As traders and investors and whatever, we can't be a specialist at everything. So my approach is to find people that, what are they, what is their bread and butter? For me, it's trading futures, right? Um, so I find people, okay, who's really good at growth stocks? Who's really good at, investing in a portfolio allocation? Just different things like that. I have good friends that are options traders. I lean on those guys. I mean, that's something that I think I think it's important to go over. You should always find people smart. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, right? I mean, smartest person in your circle, you're in the wrong circle. Uh, Avgo and Microsoft are turning around. Apple, maybe a turnaround. We don't want to call it that yet. Netflix turned around. Nvidia is kind of consolidating. Google's at the highs. AMD completely turning around. That's good to see. Tesla holding in above VWAP right on the MA9. Meta still struggling. Amazon kind of struggling, consolidating at the lows. I'm going through seeing if getting any continued momentum, but hey, we're up here. We're up here in a decent trade. We're up 44 points or so from the average that I have. I love how Restream has this like nice chill music. I also love that we got a Trump headline in our favor for once. Reclaim of pre-market lows would be Very, very good right here. Pre-market low on QQQ. Reclaim this area. For SPY. Trying. I like how full this candle body is. 15-minute candle body, and it's closing at the high. Remember, we had decent bullish stuff here. A little bit early. I did not want it to come down this low, personally, but this is still the trade idea. The same trade idea is still valid. That's why I took it again, right? And that's why you need risk management. You take your shots. If it doesn't work and your thesis is still there, your direction is still there. Now, if we went any lower, if we took out like I was saying, if we took out previous day low, we took this out, my entire thesis would have changed completely today, right? We have to be nimble on that. All right, what else are we watching stream? There we go. What happened to my camera? There we go. All right, let me hit this question first. I just trimmed there at right in front of VWAP and 200. Where are we at? How many points is this? 60, 61, 62 points? And I'm out like more than 2/3 here. Nothing but buying going on right now. Some of you probably thought I was crazy. I was a little bit early on that first trade. Should have been a little bit more patient, but here we are. And I could have held. I don't want to hold whatever 35 points, 40 points of drawdown like that. Just not a good plan. Here we go. Whoosh. At what point do you move to break even? Yeah, so it all depends. Like it's situational. Gambling bear, it's situational. Hold on, I gotta check one thing over here. Yeah, so like normally I want to I leave my original risk until it really moves in my favor, break structure or something like that. I don't know. Once I get out like a half, once maybe I get to like my second trim spot, that's usually when I start to think about break even stop or at least moving up a stop. So like in this scenario,
Gambling Bear, I like originally I had my stop way down here just to give it room. And once it started going in my favor, once I got this trim, I was like, I was kind of waiting on it. But once this happened, once I got to this trim here, then I went break even. So like trim two, target two, basically, break even stop, and let it work out. Yeah, we more than made up for that first trade here now. It was always good to see. All right, let's see what else we have here. Do you have any tips for selling too early? I caught the loss there off of 5 minute, or the long. I think you mean long. Off a 5 minute fair value gap and sold for profit far too early. Yeah, so I mean, it all depends. Like, what's your thesis? Like, why are you long? Where do you think it's going? What is your risk reward? What do you, so like for me on this trade here, I was getting long in this area. Um, and what I mean, my thesis is that we go fill the gap, right? And so I don't want to sell too early. My target's up here, my direction is up here. Now I do want to de-risk along the way, so I want to be able to trim. So what I would say is, Flip, I want to say, if if you're oversizing, for one, oversizing will kill you because you won't be able to hold any type of drawdown or anything. So you need to know where your thesis like completely invalidates. For me, it was if we took out previous day low, but at the same time, you need to be able to trim too. So like, you're selling too early, it sounds like you're oversized or you're a little bit nervous. Take the trade, you know, if you have to, size down, but as the trade goes in your favor, start trimming out along the way, de-risk the trade. So like the way I approach it, which everyone's a little bit different, but I get long here. Let's say I long, let's use an easy number. Let's say I long 10 micros. We get up to here, I want to take like 3 off, right? Three off. Let's say I took, went in my favor, take 3 off. We get another push here, I want to take a couple more off. So I'm out half by this point here. So I've locked in 5 out of the 10, I've locked in profit. Then I can move my stop up, and my risk is still my risk. If I take 10 here in this area and risk 20 points versus let's see, from 136 to where my second trim, let's just so here, 36 to 70s. What's that, 40, 35, 40 points. So I'm risking 20 points, and like on half of it, I got locked in half of it at a 40-point gain, and then I can go break even, right? But that's the idea, is to trust your thesis, trust your trade a little bit more, but know where it invalidates. and also just what's your risk reward. But trimming, I think, is one of the big things that helped me. So like when I was trading like just minis, like if I took, you know, one or two in queue, I had no room to trim that. Like, you know, you trim once and then you're taking full profit. Your trailing stop gets hit real fast because of how volatile it is. Go down to the micros. You know, if you have to take 5 or take 6, do that and trim out a couple at a time as it goes in your favor. You know, that way you're locking in profit along the way, and you're able to trim, but you're not selling too early because you can trim. You can lock in profit and de-risk the trade. Let the runners work for you. What was the original thesis for this trade? So going back to this, QQQ. So this gap size here, this is the bullish bias. We should fill this gap. It's like an 80% chance, or 90. It was 90% chance. A very strong chance we fill that gap. SPY was about 75% chance of. What is that noise? The music just went crazy. What is going on? Which playlist there? Okay. All right, this is what needs to hold right here. All right, we don't want to lose or blow. Hold on, I'm taking a look at this real fast and I'll finish answering that. We need to hold this right here. Or I'm exit stage left on the rest. They're coming down. Microsoft's all over the board. It like looks good, then it looks bad, then it looks good, then it looks bad. Because that technically was a lower high and a VWAP rejection. There's orb low. But we don't want to come any lower than this. A lot of selling going on. Hold on 1 second. We'll go back to that original thesis. So I'm watching this closely to see if I want to just get out up here. Well, that's a bearish engulfing on the 15. We need this to go close back up here on the 15 or it gets rough. I hold at 110. I was rejecting previous all-time high. QQQ didn't quite get there. That's where I want. I want this area. Test it again. I'm keeping my eye on this because we are testing or blow. If we break this, then take my break-even stop on the rest. I kind of want to move that up to like up in here, but I think we're decent. Okay, so original thesis, let's talk about it. If you go to gap fill and you go by size on Edgeful here, we gap down today on SPY. You see gap down 0.21 is your size. So I went to this 0.2 to 0.39. 75% of the time we filled that over the last 6 months. If I go to QQQ by size, 0.13, that's the smallest category here, 90% of the time. So gap down, this is, 90% of the time we're gonna fill that gap. But that's the main thesis there. 90% of the time we're gonna fill. Look, it's this gap right here. 90% of the time we're gonna come fill this. Those are pretty strong odds. That's why I want to trade in this direction until that happens. Once that happens, then we're done, right? This would have made me change my thesis, breaking previous day's low. Also, SPY being much stronger. Holding this area from yesterday, I think, is good. Even if you look back, I mean, a lot of traffic down there that we're holding. This is a very confusing look, to be 100% honest right now. But yeah, hopefully NFT, hopefully that answers your question. I saw another one up here. Who did I think? Oh, I have no idea what that says. Small cap. This guy, glad you tuned in, but I'm not a big small cap investor, so I'm not gonna take a look at any small caps, but I will. Oh, it was Clips. You asked about Meta. All right, we held where we needed to. There we go. Wasn't the most comfortable thing, but we held or below. Apple's unveiling something. I heard him say modem. I do want to take a look at Meta. So Meta is like a no touch for me, like absolutely no touch, and here's why. When you do this, what do you do? I mean, like, imagine if you tried to short this day or this day or any of these days. If you try to short any of these days, I mean, because you're like, well, look, it's gone up, it's gone up, it's gone up. Now you sold off hard yesterday. You got a little continuation gap down. Does it hold here? Does it hold the 20-day moving average? Where's the 21? Right there. So do you hold here? I don't know. To me, Meta needs to like consolidate and figure itself out. How do you trade this when it goes straight up like this for like 18 days in a row? So that's my thoughts on Meta. Now, are you trading it or are you investing in it? Investing in it, I think, is a good choice, in my opinion. They have very, very deep moat, between WhatsApp, Instagram. I don't think a lot of people realize how big WhatsApp is. People in the US don't use it as much, but around the world, WhatsApp is absolutely massive. Instagram, obviously, we know is really big. Microsoft CEO is tweeting about quantum computers right now. How deep are we in the stream? About a minute or hour 40? All right. What's orb low and how do I find it? Okay, great question. Sorry, I had to get something joined over there on the back end. Nvidia's pushing new high. Okay, what's orb low? Great question. And actually, we'll talk about two things here. IB is called the initial balance. That's the first hour. Orb is the opening range. Opening range, I use the 30-minute. So you see this here. Let me toggle off everything else. All right, and let's hide that. All right, so you see this red line and this green line. So the first 30 minutes, and I have this indicator from Edgeful that I use all day, every day, never leaves my chart. So first 30 minutes, which is to right here, actually here, let me zoom in and show you. So first 30 minutes, the high and the low mark the orb, the opening range. Now I use the first 30 minutes. Some people use 15, some people look more at like first hour. I mean, people have different viewpoints, right? I personally use the 30-minute the most. I also look at IB, which I have over here on this other chart. IB, this one's gonna mark the high and low of the first hour. Those levels can make a big difference, and here's why. Let's go back to what's in play, just because we can get there quick. QQQ. All right, here's the 15-minute orb, and we can go to the stats here, right? So I like the IB the most on these stats. I like watching the orb for break and base. Nvidia's got some kind of news with a biotech company. All right, I wanted to pause and see if that was big news on. All right, so here's the 30-minute orb stats. When I look at the 30-minute orb stats, I'm looking at this going, okay, breakouts happen this amount, breakdowns, no breaks. So the first thing I can look at is, hey, we are going to break one side or the other with it, like that 30-minute, once we set that 30-minute, we're going to break one side or the other. So that's the first stat that sticks out here. Now let me show you the IB, because this one has really strong stats. All right, so 60 minutes, first hour of the market, IB. We're only going to break one side 82% of the time. Breaking both sides is so once you break one side, you don't want to look for the other side to break. And then also you see this stat right here, no break. So only one time out of 124 days have we not broken one side or the other of that first hour. So basically that tells me this right here or this right here is going to break today. There is a 99+% chance that we make a new high or new low of day at some point today. So I put that in context with what else is happening. We reject here and we're headed back down. I'm gonna target this, right? If I was short side, since I have some other confluence on the upside right now, I'm gonna target this to break as part of my confluence. So that's orb, and that is why that's IB and orb. They're both the same concept, right? So same concept there. And then on this indicator, so I have by levels. The cool thing that this does, it takes the orb range and tells you, okay, here's a half of a standard deviation. So this size, this is half of that. And then you see like +1, let me scroll over here, -1, +1. So that's like one range, one standard deviation, or this entire range. So whatever this size is, that's one more on top of it, two more on top of it, etc. If you play around with it long enough, you'll notice there's definitely some correlations there. And then you notice here's that first 30 minutes. You see how we rejected it twice, and then now we broke through it. We hit the midpoint, which is something that I started watching. I've brought in here, and then held the orb low, held it again, and you see obvious around that first 30 minutes. You see obvious action. Now watch, when we get up here, we'll probably see some type of rejection up here initially. Hopefully you see it go above and then come back down and base on top of it, right? Turn the rest of my indicators back on here. EMAs, pivot points, all that good jazz. We're still looking pretty good though. We made a nice move. We came back. We held orb low, opening range low. And now we're trying to push back up off of that. We got to break through this VWAP. We're going to get up here into... oh, no. Oh, no. There we go. Let's figure out my buttons again. Where are we at? Where are we at? Right there. There. It was so wide. I was like, why is that so wide? Yeah, hopefully that helps. Also, guys, if you're watching on Twitter, on X, if you would, just do me a favor and retweet this out for everyone else to see it. Give it a like. It's the only thing I ask from you guys. Appreciate everyone being here. And yeah, only thing that I could ask for you guys is if you don't mind retweeting, sharing it out, maybe commenting below, just giving some engagement to help support the stream. Of course, obviously, Edgeful, I'm all over the data. I use this as how I trade no matter what, whether I'm on stream or not. And then obviously, big shout out to Wolf Financial for helping extend the platform here and bringing all this great content from spaces to streams to new podcasts, everything. We've got all kinds of stuff going on over there. So shout out to both of those. And let's take a look. I keep grabbing the wrong mouse. I keep grabbing my other mouse. It's going to take me a while to get used to not having the tall mouse, but this Apple mouse is pretty cool. Do you have any other questions? If anybody has any questions, throw them in the chat. Happy to hit them. If I know the answer, I'll give you the answer. If it's an opinion based, I'll give you an opinion. If I don't know the answer, I'll try to find the answer. And if I don't know the answer, I will also readily admit, hey, I don't know the answer to that. I'm not going to be one of those guys that just, spits some BS, right? Lamb Research catching a big bid over there. There we go. SPY new high of day. Here we go. Boom. Let's go. Come on, give me that pivot point. That's my next trim. 214. I'm front running it by a point. I appreciate that, SGD. Fair face. There we go. There we go. Boom. Boom. Now we have a good trade. There we go. Now we're nice and green on the day. Let's go. Let's go. Did we get... All right, we broke IB high. Still have a little bit higher for full target on this trade. Gap fill. I don't care if it's nothing but bots. Hey, I tell you what, I appreciate that though. The engagement actually really helps us. It helps more than you know. It's easy way. Anybody that does any content creation, whether it's streaming, whether it's just spending time on spaces on X, posting charts, whatever it is, the easiest way you can support people is literally just giving them some free engagement. That's all that I ever ask for. I will never ask for any type of money from anyone, any type of tips, anything like that. I do not interested in that at all. However, the engagement does absolutely help us. It's the best way you can support any creator out there. All right, so if we can basically get up here to full target next, huh? Did SPY fill the gap there? Probably did. Not quite. Nope, we still have some room. We still have some room. Avocado. Oh, even more. Aguacate. Boom. How we feeling? Everyone? Anybody catch any longs there? We laid out the thesis. Obviously, that first took a loss in the first trade. This one, you take a loss from here to here, and then you take a win from here to here. Obviously, that one outweighs the other. We are green on the day, nice and green on the day now over here in my world. Hope you all are as well. You saw Head and Shoulders on the 1 minute chart. What is it? I mean, yeah, what? Here, and here. Neckline. I mean, if that's the case, this neckline, this should send us up here easily to 250, right? If that's the case. Holy Microsoft. Something about chips going on. Intel's getting hit, but Microsoft just got a god candle. Holy shit. Oh my god. Anybody watching Microsoft here? There we go. 40-point trade, Brett. Let's go. Let's go. Big volume coming into SPY right now. Big volume coming into SPY. 4 on 4. Hey, you're doing better than me, Gambling Bear. There you go. 4 for 4. Awesome. I try to take bigger directional moves, and sometimes I'll take 1 or 2 losses on the way, but the wins, the wins outweigh the losses. SPY's still getting a lot of volume right now, by the way. Microsoft, look at this candle on Microsoft. Kaboom. Kaboom. Took out previous, 1, 2, 3, previous 4 days highs here. What a candle on Microsoft. How do I see the volume coming in? So I have right here to my left, I don't know if you can see me. I do this. Right here, I have charts with volume on the bottom here. When I see like a big volume sticks coming in, that's volume. I also look at this book map back here behind me. Sorry, I was checking the charts there. Also look at book map back here behind me. And time and sells. Oh wow. Speaking of time and sells, somebody's buying hand over fist right now on NQ. 100 lot just bought at 220 up here at the high. Yeah, NFT, anybody can, you can put volume on TradingView here, right? Whenever I see an outlier in volume, it's definitely something that catches my attention. And also just check, like, is volume rising or falling? Just kind of some basic analysis on volume. Like if you see, price is selling off, if volume's dropping off, it's telling me that sellers are getting tired. If it starts to turn around and all of a sudden volume is picking up on a reversal, that is good confirmation for reversal. Remember my target. Definitely want to move softs way up now. I don't even want to risk that. I mean, like 170s. Oh, my stop. I want my stop like right up in here. Probably. Let's go like right here, 170. I'm doing that on the other part of my screen. I haven't even really looked around at what else happened in the market because I was so entrenched on this trade. Here's our top 10 in QQQ. Tesla up 1.5% still, pulled back a little bit, but right, this 360 area is a big area on Tesla. Broadcom still a little bit red. Amazon down 1%. Microsoft's green. Apple's right, barely red. Slightly red. 20 cents is nothing, less than 0.1%. But Google's green. Netflix is now green. Nvidia red to green. Costco green. Meta, we know Meta. We know the story on Meta. Meta's trying to turn the corner. A little W. Tesla might be along right here, right now. Previous day high. I'm gonna keep it on this chart. Here's where we're at, right? We broke orb high. We do have a double break. We broke IB high, which means for us to come down here now is less than 16% chance. So I'm not playing shorts down here anymore today. If anything, I would play it here or here, from maybe here, but probably higher. I want to see the rest of my thesis play out here. I'm gonna sit over here because I want this to happen right here. And we've got a few minutes left on the stream. I really want to watch this play out though, because I want this level, previous all-time high, this right here, which is gap fill. This is where we closed yesterday. Remember how strong that stat was? Microsoft's still getting bought up as that headline expands. Oh, it's always nice to get some green early in the morning. The rest of your day is so much better when that happens. Unlike yesterday. Yeah, that's the full headline. Okay. Yeah, I didn't pull. Okay, so here's a couple. Let me hit a couple headlines for you guys. So first off, I did the Microsoft one. I heard on my news squawker, I was saying Microsoft Quantum News. That's what they're talking about, the quantum chip. They're developing into the quantum, so you see that happening. There was another news story or two that happened just in. Apple is unveiling the iPhone SE. All right, so Microsoft believes it has made a key breakthrough in quantum computing. Microsoft unveiled the Majorana 1 processor, a new material and architecture for quantum computing. That's from The Verge. Apple released that iPhone 16e, starting at $599. It's just got one camera. That's interesting. Go check out my friend Stock Market News Evan. Just so you know. Google unveiled AI assistant for scientists. I heard that news earlier. And Hims and Hers to offer at-home blood draws. Okay. Just going through, seeing if there's any news headlines that we wanted to call out here. Any thoughts of shorting today? So the only way I'm shorting, I mean, the short setup is this, right? Fill this gap and reject right here. And short back down towards the middle. Rivian, NVIDIA. Rivian is going to host a chat with NVIDIA, the head of automotive for NVIDIA. Fireside chat, interesting. All right, well, I know somebody was talking, I think it was Sean Trade. Somebody in here this morning was talking about Rivian. They do have earnings tomorrow, and hosting a chat with NVIDIA. Interesting. Any of you guys? Oh, just to finish this off, clips. So shorting today. I mean, if you're trying to short up here in this area, I mean maybe, but you're just shorting back to this area, right? You're not looking for this. Maybe even down to here. The thing is, based on the stats right here, you see this 17% basically that you're going to double break that IB. What does that mean? That means this level right here has just a 17% chance that you break this now that you've broken this one. So for me, that tells me if I do short anywhere up in here today, I'm looking for maybe pre-market lows, this area, 538, maybe right in here. I don't know, where are we at? This would put us green on the day. I don't know. The other thing, let's think about this from a bigger picture. So what have we done on QQQ? We are in an active breakout, actively making new all-time highs. Is that something I really want to be shorting a lot? Personally, no. A lot of times you get slow and grindy, so I'm not super interested in any shorts right now until we go much higher, like 450 NQ. maybe even a little bit higher than that. I need to see a push higher before I'm ready to short, because in my opinion we're in an active breakout. I mean, look at let me go to daily SPY. I mean, boom, there's your breakout, here's your back test. You can draw this different ways, right? You could kind of draw it this way too, like that. So here's your breakout, back test, and then look, you're holding this 50-day moving average here. Let me turn the 21 off to not confuse you. Holding the 50-day moving average. This was on the hot CPI. And then look at this level. Look at this. You see all this right here. And also on QQQ, it's even cleaner. I mean, you see this as a key level here. You see all this area of interest. But this is the volume point of control. This is where the most amount of trades have happened, is right here. That's a volume shelf. So right here, you've got basically the 50-day moving average, 20-day moving average is now pushing up, and you set right on this volume shelf, double bottomed, boom, big push. To me, it's an active breakout. It's not that fun to short an active breakout from experience. Just to from experience, not fun to short an active breakout. We have hit the 2-hour mark. I am keeping the stream open just a few more minutes because I do want to see this. I do want to see this hit. How many points are we up on this trade? We got from 36 to 24. That's what? Almost 90 points. Probably 80. All right. Well, I am looking for 32 as my main full target here. Runners, we can get that 249, 250 area, and then I guess was this like 268 above that? But I am out most of this. I'm only live. Let's see. Understood. Just trying to learn while making a little money. We'll be live tomorrow. I will be live again on Friday as far as streams. So right now I'm doing 2 streams a week for 2 hours. So about 10-15 minutes before the market opens, I go live. It's right here on X. It's also on YouTube if you prefer YouTube. The Edgeful and Wolf Financial YouTube channels. So this is going to 4 locations right now. You can watch it on Wolf, you can watch it on Edgeful, you can watch it on either one of their YouTubes as well. Whatever floats your boat, right? Whatever you prefer. I also do live trading on Spaces that I host behind the Wolf account on Tuesday and Thursday mornings as well. So there's obviously no screen share visual involved, no direct chat, but it's me and a bunch of other very, very good traders that essentially live trade for the first couple hours of the day there as well. So what's that, 4 days a week? Mondays, sometimes we do it as well. So pretty much every morning we're doing some type of live trading for free for everyone. Also, I am personally in Discord. It's in my bio, in my X profile if you want to check it out. I live trade on there all day, every day at the same time. But yeah, so right now, Wednesday and Friday seem to be the sweet spot for the streams. Sometimes that Wednesday one I move to Monday, depending what's going on. Options grower 3 days a week. Yeah, so 2 days, 3 days, whatever. 2 days always stream wise. Things are slowing down. Daily open and IB high resist. Yeah, so where did we open? Right here. Yeah, so basically the top of that wick is where we opened last night at 6 Eastern. And yeah, IB high, right? Resistance is made to be broken, right? Isn't that how it works? If I was shorting, I would be saying that as well. But yeah, I do see that. Good eye on that Nitro. The open, which that basically puts us flat on futures. Obviously QQQ is a little bit higher, so this right here basically puts us flat at futures. This is where futures opened in the overnight or for the Globex session. This right here is the gap fill that it still has very strong stats to fill, right? Plus, this would put us at break even. Let me go back to what's in play. I love how this always goes straight to NQ, and I'm sitting here like, no, I want to trade NASDAQ. $0.60 away from that, which we did just pull back, what, 40 cents? No, 20 cents. To me, this just looks like it's consolidating at the high. The EMA is catching back up. Yeah, maybe you pull back to view up 197, 200. And I have this confluence, this mid-morning low. Oh, ideally you hold 200 here and just go higher. Continue stream on YouTube. No. This stream right now is I'm on YouTube and X. It's the same stream. It's just going to 4 locations. Now, I'm trying to hold the stream. I'm over my 2 hours, so I always do 2 hours. I'm trying to hold on to this. I'm trying to keep the stream going just a little bit longer because I want the satisfaction of this playing out. And since I'm doing that, it's probably not going to play out for another hour, and I'm going to have to eventually end the stream because I've got other things to tend to. But for the moment, I want to just hang out just a little bit longer because I really want this to play out, and then we can review the strategy here. Here we go. Come on. And just like 50 cents on QQQ. That's all I want. SPY looks beautiful. SPY looks like it's putting a little cup up here on the 5-minute. Problem is, this may take how long to play out? What happened to the first music playlist? It was way better. Let's go back to that. Or while we're waiting on this to play out, make sure you check out edgeful.com. You can see I have the tab right here. It's always open. I'm always checking this thing. I'm looking at all these different reports. I know some of these stats by heart, but I still go check them because they update every single day, right? Plus just this view of this, so I can see bullish, bearish. I mean, that's super helpful to pay attention to and kind of know. Here we go. Come on. Come on, give me a push to this 220. This 220 is being a real problem. But look, we're holding. I mean, this thing's super strong right now. All we want is this right here. Just give us full target up here. Hold on. My favorite thing is when the gap fills and the candle just turns orange. It's beautiful. Oh, sellers are hitting it. Tesla's still just hanging out on previous day high. AMD looks really good, actually. Google's trying to curl off of EMAs. 5-minute EMAs. Apple not doing anything. Broadcom looks good. Boeing must have had some bad news. I don't know what that was. That's a crazy candle. Meta. So some names not doing much. Some names actually look pretty constructive. Come on, Broadcom, take us up. Come on, just push through this 220. Oh my gosh. Not even asking for that much more. Yeah, it's a tough area. Tough area, battling that 15-minute supply candle. Yeah, tough area. The thing I do like is we wicked above on this 15-minute here. We've wicked above that IB twice, and we closed the last two candles both above that like opening candle. It looks strong. If you go to the 5-minute, look what the 5-minute looks like. This consolidation area. Well, we'll just go here. This 5-minute consolidating above this area. So you see all these candles right here. Consolidating above that is a good look. Can't get over this orb high right here. It's just the opening print high is just holding us back for the moment, but I think we're gonna get one push and just shoot up here. And that would make my day. What's up, Frank? Trump said something negative about Boeing. The Boeing, look, let me show you guys this candle. This is what I was talking about. I saw it over here on my other screen. I don't know what Trump said, but look, Trump. I mean, look at this. Ooh, boom! Trump just dropping a bomb on it. But like normal, Boeing is always bad news to buy. At least recently. Let's be clear on that. At least recently, it did go down a lot. I agree. I have Boeing. I was buying Boeing down 160, 150, 140. I was buying it. Boeing's not going anywhere. Boing. Boing. That's funny, Nitro. All right, well, I'm just chilling because I want this to play out. See this EMA 9, this blue. It's positioned right. Okay. This blue right here, this EMA 9. You see going up here. I tried to make this a little bit darker, but I think you guys see it. Which, if this candle takes off, it's going to look like it touched. Just you almost have to preemptively think they're lagging indicators, right? But if it wicks down, you would think they're probably buy it off of this area. All right. Give us a push. A lot of news to be aware of. This candle goes, watch this candle just turn orange as soon as that gap fill. One of my favorite things to watch. Shout out to Edgeful for the great indicators, by the way. This indicator right here moves, so like this red area, this moves as we get close to the gap fill. What's SPY doing? There we go. Same thing. Previous day high and gap fill. SPY closed at the exact high of day yesterday. That's wild. Weekly VWAP is down at 203. Okay. I had 204, 205 as kind of a key area the other day. Maybe Sunday night or something. I don't know. I had a long on Sunday night, I believe, at 203. All right, here we go. Push. This new high of day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fill the gap. Fill the gap. Fill the gap. Fill the gap. Looks like a beautiful flag on the 5-minute. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. A little bit more. There. I just got my last trim there. That's basically full target. Runners only now. That's previous all-time high on QQQ. Beautiful. There it is. That was that 96 points. Come on, right up here. It could reject right here. That's why I had to trim. This is 90% chance. I'm about to tweet this as soon as I close out the stream. 90% chance. QQQ. Go to report. I don't want to miss this. I don't want to miss this. I keep flipping back and forth real fast. I don't want to miss this. 90%. There it is right there. 90, 90, 90. 90% that this happens. So our trading in the right direction can make such a big difference. That's why I take the data from Edgeful, figure out what direction that I want to go. Then I use my technical analysis on the key levels. Don't overcomplicate it, right? Imagine, especially on futures, if you just trade the direction correctly, you're already setting yourself up to win. Why wouldn't you take high probabilities for trades to go in a certain direction? And if you don't have high probabilities, don't take any trades. "20 minutes over my 2 hours. I'm still holding in strong here, trying to get this. Just want to see, did SPY do it? SPY did it. Hold on. Boom. There's my SPY gap fill. There's the orange candle. That was 75% chance based on the size of the gap. Just need one little push from QQQ here, and we're going to get the same thing. Notice how it is sitting right at previous all-time high. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on. Fill the gap. Fill the gap. Oh, oh, oh. It's 10 cents away, 9 cents away. 8. Come on, one big push. One more push. One more. Oh, 2 cents away. Come on, fill the gap. There it is. Gap fill on cues. 90% chance played out. Boom, 90% chance played out. There it is. That's how you do it. That's a 100-point trade. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, well, that's it. Hold on, let's. All right, 90%. Strong probability. As you see, build the gap. If you're looking to short, maybe it's right here. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to move stops up on runners only. I only have runners left here. And we're up very, very nicely. That's it, guys. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. We will see you guys on Friday. Tomorrow morning, I have live trading on Spaces. Friday, live stream right here, same place, same time. I will see you guys then. Thanks everyone that tuned in. Shout out to all the people that came through. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces. Bearface was in here. I know Nitro the Monkey came through. Who else do we have in here? Options Grower came through. Clips was in here. NFT, Gambling Bear. I know I saw Chad Maymet earlier. Omi was in here. Shout out to all you guys. Appreciate everyone that came through. Check out Edgeful. Check out Edgeful. I mean, there's your proof right there. Proof's in the pudding. Thanks, everyone. Have a great, great rest of your Wednesday. I had to think about what day it was. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Hope it is profitable. Take care, everyone. I will see you on this stream, same time, Friday.